Hey everyone, so we have notes today. On today's notes, it's section 1.3, lesson 1.3a, classify angles. So really we're just going to talk about angles in this section and the different angle types. So, and some of you guys, I think are used to some of these angles. Actually, they came up before in one of my periods. But anyway, the first one is called an acute angle, and that's basically an angle with measure between 0 and 90 degrees. Okay. Here's an example of one, a 45-degree angle. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. If you look at the next one, we have a right angle, and that's an angle with measure equal to 90 degrees. And that one, you could think of that one as being L-shaped. Okay. Anything that's L-shaped is 90 degrees. And then if it's smaller than that, that would be acute, like what we just said, acute, 90. And anything bigger than this, if I could open my fingers wider, it would be the next one, which is, oh, actually not the next one. I lied. Actually, I should have put obtuse next, but I don't know what I was thinking. I put the straight angle. Anyway, the definition of a straight angle, it's an angle with measure equal to 180 degrees. And they call it a straight angle because, look at it, it looks like a straight line. Okay, it's pretty much just a dot with two rays going, like two opposite rays, right? And then, oh, one thing I wanted to say about the 90-degree angle, they don't put 90 degrees in there. Remember, this came up before, they always use a square in here. The square tells us it's 90 degrees, okay? And then usually something like this, they'll tell us, they'll put the angle measure inside there. This they may or may not put that it's 180 degrees. It's understood whenever you have a straight line and you're measuring an angle, it's equal to 180, okay? Because that pretty much makes half a circle. See how it goes from here to here? That's half a circle, or half a rotation. And remember, one rotation is 360 degrees. So half would be the 180. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put 180 right now, but you may not always see it that way. Okay. So that's the straight angle. And then the other one I had mentioned was obtuse angle. Okay. And that is an angle with measure between 90 and 180. So if you think of the L shape, that's 90 degrees. Anything smaller than that would be acute. And then anything bigger than that, that would be obtuse. And then the straight line, well, that one's easy to figure out because it's a straight, or the straight angle, that one's easy to figure out because it's a straight angle. And that one equals 180. Okay. And then we have, so pause it if you need to copy these. I'm going to lower it. And then we have these last two. The last two, and all of these ones I just went over, that's referring to one single angle. Okay? An acute angle is one angle you're talking about. A right angle is one angle you're talking about. Straight angle is one angle you're talking about. But these bottom ones, complementary angle, that's two angles, or a pair of angles. Okay? So complementary angle is pretty much two angles whose sum is 90 degrees. So here's an example. I have this one that's 30 degrees. It might be a little hard to tell, but that's 30 degrees. That's 60 degrees. If I add 30 and 60, I get 90. That means the two angles are complementary. Okay? Angle L and angle M are complementary. Why are they complementary? Because they equal 90 degrees when you add them. That's why. Supplementary angle, that's two angles whose sum is 180. Okay, and I didn't do the drawing in here because what I wanted to point out was supplementary angles. A lot of times they put it like this, and this guy, remember just from before, is a straight angle which equals 180. So whenever you see supplementary angles, a lot of times it looks like this. And let's say they don't necessarily put down, even though they don't tell us what these angle measures are, I know 1 and 2 are supplementary because if you add them, they equal 180. And how do I know that's 180? Because this together it makes a straight angle, or it makes a half circle, which is 180 degrees. Okay, I'll say that a lot. Half circle, 180. Think also half rotation, that's 180. So these two, when I add them, equal 180, and that makes them supplementary. Okay. So again, at this point, pause it. I'm going to do some examples on the other side. But pause it if you need to catch up, or mustard. That's me trying to be funny. Okay, so let's do this. So here's some examples. I'll give you a second to copy that. 1 second. So here's this: find the value of x in, I should prove this, in each diagram. Okay? In each diagram. So again, because this angle here, or because this square is here, I know these two angles together equal 180. So this is a little bit kind of like the angle addition relationship. These two angles make up the square. So I know x plus 45 degrees equals 90. Again, whenever you see an L-shaped angle, you should think 90 right away. Subtract 45 from both sides, and you get 45 degrees. And that is what x equals. Okay? Let me try to focus that guy. That didn't work. So then again, even though this doesn't have the square over here, I know this side equals 90 because together, again, this entire thing is 180. But if this side is 90, that means this side also has to be 90. Because 90 and 90 is 180. And I definitely know this side is 90 because of the square. Okay? So that's saying, again, this, remember we were talking about pizza and the notes from the other day, that pizza slice plus that pizza slice. So x plus 20 plus 63 equals the new big pizza slice, which is 90 degrees. Okay? Add these up. X plus 83 equals 90. So that means x equals 7, because 7 plus 83 is 90. Right? So those are those two. Just always either look for the square or look for L-shaped angles. L-shaped angles. Okay, or I don't even know which one is the L. Look for L-shaped angles. Okay. So those are the first two examples. And again, these, I didn't say this, but these are complementary. They equal 90. Okay. And then if you look at C and D are like the straight angles. It's a straight angle. It's a half rotation from here to here. Because it's a half rotation, I know x and 100, once they're added together, it equals 180 degrees. Okay? Subtract 100 from both sides. That means x equals 80 degrees. here, again, together from here all the way to here is a half rotation. Half rotation equals 180 degrees. Or think these two together make this straight line. So they're supplementary, they equal 180, it's a straight angle, it's a half rotation. They're all related to each other. But anyway, x plus 8 plus 42, again this angle plus this angle equals our new half angle, which is 180 degrees. Add 8 and 42, x plus 50. Subtract 50 from both sides, and you get x equals 130. Because 130 plus 50 is 180. Okay. And that's it. That's what we'll be doing on today's assignment. We'll also be classifying some angles as acute, right, or straight, but that's easy. So again, pause that right now if you need extra time. If not, let's get down to the assignment.